What is up, my fellow disgraces? It's your boy CTD back with another slammer video. And yes, I do know that the mic quality isn't really that well. I can't really help it, seeing as it is a good headset, just not a very good mic. But anyways, enough of my idiotic rambling. Let's get on with the main portion of the video, shall we? So this story starts all the way out in Thieves Landing, where me and my friend Fire were fucking around doing whatever we wanted, when all of a sudden I got the bright idea to when he spawned in, I shot him in the face. Which was a bad idea on my part because it pissed off a couple of the local law enforcement, and then after that they gunned me down, which wasn't pleasant. So after I was done healing from my very fatal injuries, we decided to go back to our mischievous ways by shooting a man in the face while he was in his kayak fishing. After brutally impaling a dude with an arrow, we then stole his kayak and took it for a joyride. But after about a minute and a half, Fire got up, started staring at his weapon, and just stood up from there. And it was honestly weird at first. I mean, just imagine you're in this situation. You're rowing in a kayak, and then all of a sudden your friend stands up, is just staring at the water profusely as if it was his ex-wife who left him for a fucking Pringles man. And yes, I'm looking at you, Barbara. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Where were we? Oh yes, so after a while we thought, hey, what if you just took a left? And that's exactly what we did, and to our surprise, it worked. We were on the other side. We thought this was intended for the game, but after a while of exploring, we did realize that it did look a little off. So we made it to Mexico. That's the end of the video. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't blue ball you like that. Yet. But it was honestly surprising. I mean, we didn't think that that was going to happen. We thought we were just going to sink. But our good luck didn't last too long, seeing as just mere seconds later, I almost got mauled by a fucking cougar. But me being the alpha chat I am, I pulled out my revolver and kept shooting until it had no more pulse, and then just ate some baked beans for reassurance that I'm somehow alive. Our next challenge is right up ahead though. You see that mountain? We tried to find a way to get across it, and, well, you'll see. And after a painstaking 30 minutes of trying to get up this one little hill, we just said fuck it, and decided to go around the mountain. It was way easier, and I didn't know why we didn't think of it earlier, but we thought of it eventually. So after about 30 minutes of going around this what it seemed to be never-ending hill, we just kept going, just to see what it would be like. I mean, it was awesome for the time, I guess. But you're not here to see that. You're here to see the funniness. That's where I'm on to my next part. So after about 30 minutes of climbing this, we actually made it to a little patch of land, to then be greeted by another cougar. And being the scared little schoolboy I am, I kept shooting it until it had no pulse again, and then had to run over to it and check its pulse again, just because I didn't want it jumping out of nowhere and killing me. It was dead. Really dead. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was missing an eyeball. But let's get back to the story at hand. And about 30 seconds later, me and Fire saw it. It was Saint Denis in the distance. And it was stunning, to be honest. Me and him actually never saw nothing like it in Red Dead yet. About 5 minutes later, me and Fire struck a dead end, but Fire, being the mad lad he is, said fuck it and tried going through. He suffered the consequences by dying a very brutal death of drowning. I tried saving him, but it was too late after that, and let's just say he was pretty fucking angry. About 5 minutes after Fire's death, I said fuck it, and went fishing with a handgun. I caught a pretty big sturgeon, and in memory of Fire, I named it Fire. So that was pretty nifty. About 20 minutes after Fire's death, I said fuck it, and became a mad lad. I decided that just because he died from it doesn't mean I will. And I was right. I didn't die from that quite yet. And just like that, I was on the other side of the death barrier that Fire died from. And for this accomplishment, I drank some of my luck beans. Yes, they're my luck beans. And I got pretty far too. I was closing on the Braithwaite Manor. That's where we tried to get to. But my journey wasn't quite over yet. I still had far and wide to go. I also found a dude in a kayak. He was just out here wandering. Yeah, you already know what I did to him. I shot him in the fucking face until he had no pulse. And I didn't get in the kayak, I just kept going. Because Mama ain't raised no bitch. I like doing it the dangerous way. Oh, and also Pops joined in the middle of it. I don't quite remember when, but he joined. Yeah, it was surreal. But anyways, I kept going, and it was getting more dangerous by the minute. Until it happened.
What?
Jesus fuck.
Come on.
No, no,
Come
no,
on,
no, no,
horse,
no,
you
no,
can
no,
make
no,
it.
no!
Come on, horse,
Oh!
you can make it. Come on, horse, you can
I drowned.
make it.
Fuck,
You
I was so
freaking
far.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, god
You
damn
son
it.
of a
Wait, did you
bitch.
die?
Yep, I fucking died at the end. I mean, I probably should have taken that fucking canoe, but too late now. And that's the story about what happened after I went kayaking with one of my friends. It was a surreal story and I liked it. Well, I hope you guys have a fantastic week and peace out, my fellow disgraces.